Kurume here, back with yet more car talk, and today we'll be looking at why I believe the facelifted or new Toyota Starlet is in fact an enticing alternative to the people's car, and that's none other than the Volkswagen Polo. So stay tuned and let's talk Starlet. So, interesting fact for those who may not know. The Starlet actually started life as a Suzuki Baleno or Baleno. Don't quote me on that one. So what effectively happened is Suzuki had been selling the Baleno in South Africa for quite some time, but the Toyota came in and said, you know what, actually, if you give us this car, we can sell it on the same platform because we have a wider dealer network. We believe it can do better. And they got into a partnership, and effectively the Starlet just became a rebadged Suzuki Baleno, because the previous generation Starlet actually had a 1.4, I think it was an inline 4 natural aspirated engine, and that produced about 68 kilowatts with 130 newton meters of torque. So this was an engine that Suzuki had been using for quite some time, which had proved to be quite reliable. I think it's the same engine you also get in the Suzuki Ciaz, if I'm not mistaken. So then the question now then became, why do I find the most recent one more appealing as opposed to the previous generation? Well, it's simple. It's the appeal. It looks a lot better. It has a lot more character. It has more pizzazz. And I feel like, you know what, if you're looking to tap into that market of VW Polo Vivo, you really want to get something that appeals to people. You want to get something that people look at and think, you know what, I'd really like to drive in that. And I think Toyota has hit the nail in the coffin with this one, because I think, we can both agree it looks a lot better. And for purposes of this video, I'll be looking at the top of the range 1.5 XR and 1.5 XR automatic, and starting price for the manual is about 294,900, and then the automatic goes for about 313. So the question now then becomes, what makes it so special? Why do I think it qualifies to even go up against, the giants, your Polo and your Polo Vivo? But I think looking at the price range, it's more appropriate to compare it with the Polo as opposed to the Polo Vivo. Well, I think first thing is the price. You can get a top of the range automatic for 313 and manual for about 294. And this is a car that's fully spec'd. This one comes with the 1.5 inline 4. I believe this was actually sourced from the Etios, because it's producing about 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters of torque, which is actually a boost or a slight increment compared to the previous generation. And with regards to features, the 1.5 XR manual and automatic transmission Starlet come generously spec'd. You're looking at cruise control, power mirrors. That's effectively mirrors that fold and unfold when you lock and unlock the car. Yes, you get that in Toyotas these days, believe it or not. And then you also get cruise control. You get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and for those who struggle with the clutch, you get hill ascend or hill assist control. And it comes standard with a 3-year 45,000 service plan and 4-year 100,000 kilometer warranty. So I think really it's well on par with what the competition has to offer. So you can't really falter them on that one. And as you all know, it's a Toyota, so you're less likely to run into any problems, because I think Toyota is the one brand that epitomizes reliability and durability when you look at all the cars that they've produced over time. So yeah, then the question now becomes, between the manual and the automatic, which one do you go for? I personally say go for the manual, 5-speed manual, because that 4-speed automatic, I don't think it will offer a very nice drive, because I know someone recently told me it's not really a very good gearbox. So just get yourself the manual. if you're still struggling with the clutch, the hill ascent control is there to assist you, and like most of us, you get used to it, man. But the question now becomes, what are the drawbacks? I think the one drawback for the Toyota Starlet is its sibling, the Suzuki Baleno. Because this time around the tables actually flipped. It seems Baleno now effectively rebadged the Starlet to a Baleno, because they're using the same 1.5 inline 4, producing 77 kilowatts and 108 Newton meters of torque. On the surface, these cars are exactly the same. Same power, same features. The only difference between the Starlet and the Baleno that I actually managed to pick out is the fact that the Baleno, 1.5, they call it a GLX. It's also manual and automatic. Comes with a heads-up display, and I just don't remember what else, because I know they both have rear PDC, and the Baleno also has your Apple Auto, or not Apple Auto, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So, but the one key distinctive feature between the two is the price. There's quite a significant price difference between the Starlet and the Baleno, and with the Baleno you actually get a 4-year 60,000 kilometer service plan and a 5-year 200,000 kilometer promotional warranty. So on the surface, the Baleno actually gives you more value for money, but it doesn't look quite as good.